If you're 13 to 18, like even older than 18, and you want to start making money online and you're sick of, trying drop shipping and agency and all of that and it hasn't worked for you, then this video is definitely for you. Like, I wish I would have had this video if I was in your position. So just a quick introduction on myself. Hello, my name is Aditya, and I teach young men how to start making money online by fixing their mindset and by doing work that they actually love instead of, AI generated YouTube shorts or TikTok shop or drop shipping, stuff like that. And I've literally been in your exact same position, right? So I used to try to drop ship these astronaut phone cases. And after that didn't work, I tried starting an agency, and then I tried starting this TikTok account, and then I tried starting this self-improvement YouTube channel. And none of those worked. None of those made me any money until I started to learn from actually good entrepreneurs. And I started to implement what they said. And now I'm starting to actually make money online through YouTube, through this channel actually. And as you can see, here's my Stripe. I've made $270 so far. So you can see that I've started, actually making decent money online, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to start making that first dollar because that is so important. And what you really need to do is that you just need to copy what your role models did to get into their position, right? So you don't need to do exactly everything that they did, but you should definitely learn from how they got to the position that they're in, and you should definitely take lessons from that, right? Because there's this quote that's like, success leaves clues. And when I was watching a YouTube video, I forgot exactly from where. I think it was a Hamza Ahmed video, but like he literally said in one of his videos, he was like, you can just copy what works on YouTube and copy like the titles and the thumbnails and the video ideas of, already successful videos on YouTube, and you can kind of add your own twist to it, add your own spin to it. And when I heard that, it was like crazy. It was a crazy realization for me because I didn't know that copying was allowed. I didn't know that copying actually worked in entrepreneurship because in school and everything, and I hate to get into like, school bad, whatever, but like you've been told that, copying is bad and that you should only do your own work, but success leaves clues, right? You have like footprints, you have kind of a rough path. And if you just kind of follow that path, if you kind of follow those ideas and those principles, then you're definitely going to become successful and you're definitely going to start making money online and grow from there. So here's the plan, right? So this is going to sound unrelated at first, but I can assure you that I'm going to explain how this is going to help you start making money online because that's what you clicked on this for. So step one is that you need to identify a group of people or a person that's in the position that you want to be in, right? So basically a role model. And you don't have to want every single part of their lifestyle. You don't need to have a strong desire to live their exact like lifestyle to a T. But like you look up to them in one way or another. So like particularly they make money online and you don't. Let's say for example that there's like an entrepreneurship that's living in Dubai, but like you want to live in the Swiss Alps or something, like like the generic entrepreneurship that's like living in Dubai and like the Burj Khalifa, and they have like, a suit, and they have like a Porsche 911 or like an Audi R8 or something. And they have like a convertible, and they have the watch and everything. Maybe you don't want to live this lifestyle to a T. And a lot of the entrepreneurs that I look up to, like William Brown, Sam Evans, Charlie Morgan, like William Brown and Charlie Morgan, they both live in Dubai. And by the way, if you don't know those names, I think I'm going to cover their names later in this video. But both of them live in Dubai, and Sam Evans, he lives in Los Angeles, but I don't want to live in either of those places. So like, but I do obviously look up to their mindset and the money that they make and everything. And step two is that you're going to want to define what contributes to achieving what they've achieved, right? So like, let's say for basketball, for example, so this is a separate example. It's, practice, it's who you play against, it's the equipment that you have, it's your mindset going into it as well. Mindset's extremely important, etc. Stuff like that. And mindset will apply to every single endeavor, every single goal that you want to achieve, right? So I put pretty much, but I'm talking in absolutes here. Like mindset applies to every single thing. It is extremely important, and that's why I said at the beginning of the video that I teach how to fix your mindset and how to do work that you actually love, right? Because mindset is extremely important, and all the best entrepreneurs know that as well. And step three is to also define what is different between you currently, so your current position, and what they did to get where they are today. So the business model, the mindset, once again, the mindset, the emotions that they had, what they learned / consumed, who they were around, how they spent their time. Like, did they read? Did they play video games? Did they, I don't know, drink alcohol or something? Like, how did they spend their time? And you just want to see what's different between you two, because that's basically the only thing separating you from them, as along with like, just the passage of time. So if you just copy what they did and then you just give it some time, over time, you're going to become their position. Like you're going to get into their position. So the fourth step is to just copy what they did and forget everything that you've been doing because clearly it hasn't been working, right? So your brain and your thinking has led you to addiction, having like bad habits like video games and social media and stuff, and you're not making money online, right? So their brain has led them to success, happiness, making money online, etc. So why are you still listening to your own brain, your own current brain that hasn't gotten you success? Like, why do you think that you're smarter than them in this specific field if you haven't made money online yet and they have? Like, it's literally common sense. Like, just think about that for a second. Just sit on that thought for a second. Or instead of just copying what they did and forget everything that you've been doing, you can follow what they're telling you to do, right? So make sure they have your best intentions in mind, because this is a really common issue in the entrepreneurship and business space and stuff like that. Like there's like scams everywhere, as you know, but like those are definitely calming down now. They're like, there's not that much anymore. There's not any more of the, YouTube or Instagram ads with people who are like that. Like that's definitely calming down now. But you want to see like how they benefit. So like, do they benefit from you getting results? Like, do they actually want you to get results? Or you just want to see, do they have any kind of ulterior motive? You just want to make sure, like, how are they making their money, right? Do they actually have your best intentions in mind? Does your success mean their success? And if they do have your best intentions in mind, then copy exactly what they say and forget everything that you've been doing right now, because once again, it doesn't work. It does not work. And here's another example just to help you out. So good, successful, trustworthy entrepreneurs like Sam Ovens, Charlie Morgan, Alex Hormozi, and William Brown, these four guys right here. So I mentioned these entrepreneurs earlier. These are basically all online entrepreneurs that make like $1 million a month or more. Like they make crazy money online. And even though these guys are really high entrepreneurs, even though that they make a lot of money online, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't ignore their advice until you're at that level or like one step below them. Like even when you just want to start making money online, these guys have also had to make their first dollar online. They still had to start making money online. You can definitely learn a lot from them, even when you're just trying to make your first dollar online, first couple hundred or whatever. Like definitely listen to these guys. And in pretty much all the videos that all of them make, 107 videos, 2.8K videos, even though a lot of those are shorts, 345 videos, and that one cut off, I think it was like 57 or something. All of these videos that these people make are extremely valuable, and you should definitely watch them in your free time instead of, Mr. Beast content or whatever. Even though Mr. Beast is like falling off or whatever, he's probably going to stop posting. But, these are really good, successful, trustworthy entrepreneurs that do have your best intentions in mind, right? So these guys, they do benefit from you benefiting, right? So these entrepreneurs, these business owners, they benefit when you benefit, right? So they actually do have a motivation to help you instead of, just like having a scummy business model where they like do a pump and dump or whatever. But the people you put yourself around, your mindset, the business model that you're doing, which barely matters, but like who you're around, what you consume, your habits, etc. Those are all extremely important, and all of those contribute to achieving what they have achieved, right? So like all of these are important factors that you need to all have in check. And by the way, what I mean by what you consume, that's both like what you eat and drink. Like, if you drink like soda and burgers and stuff like that, obviously bad, whatever. But also what you consume in terms of like media, which is also really important. Like you don't want to be watching like Mr. Beast brain rot, I don't know, Skibbity with like the Subway Surfers and then like the kinetic sand, like the satisfying kinetic sand, like cutting stuff. Like you want to actually be consuming high quality, long lectures from these guys, like long YouTube videos where they go deep on a certain topic and they actually give valuable stuff instead of, I don't know, like being trapped in a bunker. Like who cares about that? Like what value does that give? I'm trashing a lot on Mr. Beast right now, but and the big differences between you and them are that they focus/sacrifice a lot more for their business than you do. You probably do like a lazy 15 or 30 minutes at the end of the day, like when your eyes are like closing, like they're starting to close and you're like falling asleep. Like I can definitely tell you that I've been in that position. And they learn from a lot of entrepreneurs and leaders above them who are better than them at leading, and maybe they make a higher income than them, and they have an entrepreneurship mindset, which is basically, like money is abundant, and I can make money online if I just learn a skill and I teach that skill, or if I provide value to the world and stuff like that. And they have kind of a positive entrepreneurship mindset, even though it's kind of like cringe, but like they have that kind of mindset. The reason it's called an entrepreneurship mindset is because it actually works for entrepreneurs. Like all the entrepreneurs have it, and they provide value to the world. So if you have all of those in check, that is going to be the big differences between you currently and what they did. So they did all of these, while currently you're probably not doing many of these right now. Like you're probably not focusing/sacrificing a lot for your business. You're probably doing like lazily 15-30 minutes at the end of the day, like I said. And so what I did, so you could see that I'm literally doing this myself, is that I sacrificed bad habits, I sacrificed addictions, I sacrificed time wasters like short form content, for example, and I sacrificed all of that for my business, which at the time was my quote unquote side hustle. And it still kind of is a side hustle. Like I haven't dropped out of high school yet, and I don't plan on doing so. But I read books and I watched videos from top tier entrepreneurs, like videos from these four really good entrepreneurs, and I developed their mindset through those videos, right? Because basically if you're watching a lot more of their videos, then you're basically just like doing the same as spending a lot more time with them. So I developed my mindset through those because I've just been quote unquote spending a lot more time with them. And then I learned something super valuable, and then I taught that. So there's like a little bit of nuance, a little bit of complication to the story, like the lore of my channel. So basically in the past, I used to make general self-improvement videos, and with the focus on like fitness for brown guys. And at the time I was selling like one-to-one coaching, and I did actually get a sale from that. but I realized that I didn't really want to go down that path of like, fitness influencer and general self-improvement and stuff like that. But rather instead I wanted to help young men with starting to make money online and become entrepreneurs because I just made my first sale online at that time. So I transitioned my entire channel to be more like that. And yeah, I learned something super valuable, which at the time was fitness for brown guys. I did a bunch of research on that and also general self improvement stuff. And now I've changed it to learning a ton about starting to make money online through YouTube. And you can just do the same as me. You can watch a bunch of videos from these guys. You can change your mindset. You can start copying what they did. I've literally written it all out here. So like, there's no, like, you don't have to be confused about the process or anything. Like I've literally written it all here and you just have to basically do these things. You can do the same and I've simplified the process for you. And I mean, just to hammer it in, here's another example. Indians are usually pretty fat. Like that's basically just a fact. And in many countries, they have people that are mostly in shape though. So like there's a big difference between countries and like how if most of them are fat or if most of them are pretty in shape, right? And diet, exercise, and sleep are basically the three main factors that contribute to physique, like your body. And Indians, they have a really, really, really grain-heavy diet with like very little protein and meat. And there's definitely no culture of exercise among Indians. Like in India, there's barely any gyms and stuff, and then Indians don't exercise much in general. And they also don't sleep that much, like due to like pressure from exams and stuff, and also just in general, like I don't think that they believe in sleep very much. Like they don't value 8 hours of sleep every single night, just from my experience, what I've seen. And but people with good physiques, they eat a lot of protein and meat, like the gym bros who like meal prep a bunch of chicken breasts and stuff. They consistently go to the gym and they work hard in the gym, like they do hard sets like for 1 to 2 hours, 6 days a week. So like they consistently go to the gym a lot and do a bunch of sets in the gym, and they usually have pretty good consistent sleep as well. So literally just do that, and if you just spend a lot of time doing that, if you just consistently do that over a bunch of time, then you're gonna get like a Noel Dezel physique or like whatever this obviously fake picture with like this guy with massive traps and delts and arms I found on Google. Like if you just consistently do that, then eventually you're gonna get a physique like this, right? But here is $1 million question, right? But what does any of this have to do with starting to make money online? And I'm gonna answer that in a second, but before that, I have a super valuable Discord server that's completely free. It has a bunch of stuff to help you start making money online. It has exclusive lessons from me where I talk about stuff that I've learned recently that's going to help you start making money online. It has a community of people who are just like you. It has live calls, events. It has a bunch of stuff in there. And I'm also thinking about adding a free course or two in there in the future. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to click the first link in the description right now. And you can always just leave if you don't like it in there. But what does any of this have to do with starting to make money online, right? So I just went on a rant about fitness and specifically fitness for Indian people. So like you can see that I naturally kind of go back to the fitness for Indians, but like whatever. How does this have to actually do with starting to make money online? So basically just copy what I or what anybody else that has started to make money online has done. And I suggest that you copy me because first of all, I don't really know anybody else on YouTube who has just started to make money online. And also the quote unquote meta changes over time for like the best business model to do or whatever. And like you might be getting outdated information if you take the information from someone else, because I've just started to make my first dollar online. Like I've just started to make money online. So I have the most recent information. But once again, business model doesn't matter that much anyways. But I just want you to kind of imagine this really quickly, right? So like try to copy what a 1 million a year entrepreneurship did, like Charlie Morgan or like what any of these guys over here did. And it may not be clear how exactly they started, and they'll probably forget exactly what mindset and stuff that they had. Like they're not going to be able to give you the specifics. And also, I have your best intentions in mind, right? So like I talked about the intentions over here, like following what they're telling you to do, and I have your best intentions in mind. Like I can get a testimonial out of you if I help you, and you'll refer me to more people. You'll watch more of my videos if I actually help you. You'll buy stuff from me in the future. Like maybe in the future, if I have a product that helps people like scale their business that they've already started, you'll definitely buy stuff from me in the future, and you're going to I messed this up. You'll leave comments that are going to increase engagement, etc. And in my program, I work with you for free if you don't start making money after 3 months. So I literally have a guarantee in place that literally shows that I believe in that I can get you to start making money online quickly, like within 3 months. So I want you to start making money online because I don't want to work with you for like a year or two, like just to help you to start making money online. And this is not a pitch, by the way. I'm just kind of explaining what I do just to kind of like help you understand. And so that obviously leads to the question of, so what did I do, right? So how did I get to starting to make money online? And so what you need to do, what I've learned, is that you need to do work that you actually love. So this sounds crazy, but please let me explain, because this is going to be an insane realization for you. So Sam Evans actually has a video about this with 166,000 views, which is crazy, which is called Why You Can't Do the Work. And it's basically that you need to love your work, because then you're going to work on your business a lot more because you actually like working on your business, right? You actually love working on your business. So if you have a business slash side hustle that you genuinely love working on, you're going to work on it so much more, just because it's more fun than video games or social media or whatever addictions that you have. So, you play video games for the sake of playing video games. You watch social media for the sake of watching social media, right? So, like, just how I used to. I used to, like, scroll on YouTube Shorts in my bed until, like, 1, 2 a.m. And I used to play, like, Minecraft Hypixel Bed Wars with my friends until, like, 2, 3 a.m. when there was school the next day. Like, you do these things for the sake of doing them, like, not necessarily for the results that come from them, because obviously, like, playing video games until 2, 3 a.m. or watching social media until 1, 2 a.m. and realizing that you've been scrolling for like 2 hours is not going to give you good long-term results. But you get addicted to these while you start a dropshipping side hustle or whatever, just for the money that it's going to give you in the future. And you make the dropshipping videos like, Apple offered me 50 million for this product. And you watch videos from like people that are like, why I regret learning to dropship at 16, whatever. Like, I just found this image off of Google. But you barely spend any time on your business, on your dropshipping business, whatever, because you don't really care about it. Like, you don't actually care about the dropshipping at all. I don't think anybody does. So if you combine work and play, so working, which is like basically this dropshipping over here, and playing, which is basically the social media, the video games, the addictions and stuff, then you're going to be addicted to working on your side hustle. You get the best of both worlds. And you've been told that, making money from a side hustle is all about discipline, and you need a super strong Sigma grind set, and whatever, all of that. But no, loving your business is actually possible, and it's possible to like grind on your business for a while and actually love doing it, like actually love being productive on your business, and then not having to be like a drag all the way through. Like, that's actually possible. So here's how to do work that you actually love. And I literally followed this framework myself, and I made this framework myself. So literally listen up, because like I said, if you want to start making money online, literally just copy what I did, and the same is going to happen to you, right? So first of all, identify a group of people that you genuinely care about, right? Because that's going to cover like that loving aspect of what you do, right? Because you're going to actually love your work if you do it for somebody that you actually care about, a group of people that you actually care about. And step 2 is to define their biggest common problem that they all share in common, right? And then step 3 is to learn about how to solve that problem. So, do a bunch of research, go into a bunch of articles or whatever, like watch YouTube lectures from people who are experts in that topic. And step 4 is to sell the solution to that problem to your group of people that you genuinely care about, right? So to your audience. And then if you do all of those 4 steps and you give it some time and you do it consistently, then you're going to be rolling in money like that one Breaking Bad scene, right? And it's the idea that if there's one thing that you love doing, that the world needs, that you can be paid for and that you're good at, and if there's one thing that's all 4 of those, like for example, being a professional cook or something, or like being a professional soccer player, then that should be like your career. That should be what you spend most of your time on. That's basically your ikigai. And this framework, it fits perfectly into ikigai, right? So as you can see, step 1 is what you love, because you're helping a group of people that you genuinely care about. And step 2, since you're solving a big problem for a bunch of people, it's what the world needs. And step 3, since you're going to be learning about how to solve that problem, you're actually going to be getting good at that, then it's what you're good at. And step 4, since you're selling a solution to that problem, it's what you can be paid for, right? So you can see that this literally works out perfectly, and it fits perfectly into this ikigai, this ancient philosophy that people have been following for like hundreds or even thousands of years. And it fits perfectly into this philosophy. This is kind of a modernized version of it that you can do as a beginner business model, which is insane. And kind of the lore that led to this 4-step framework to come to be is that so first of all, I unknowingly followed this myself with starting to make money online, like through this YouTube channel. And then I was like, okay, I started to make money online. Let me write down a couple of steps that show the process that I followed, the general process that I followed to start making money online, so that people can follow it and they can also start making money online. And so I wrote it down, and it was like 3 steps, and it pretty much exactly followed Ikigai, except it was like a little bit messed up. Like there was 2 steps combined in one, or like maybe it was in a different order or something. But it generally followed Ikigai. And then I was reading a book called Ikigai because I was just learning about this concept, and I realized that my framework basically exactly follows Ikigai. So I just tweaked it a little bit, I adjusted it, and that is how this framework is here today. And I think this is probably the best framework online if you want to start making money online instead of, drop shipping, agency, all of that scammy type stuff. And so here's just an example to help you illustrate and to actually see this in real life. So let's say that there's someone that cares about young men who want to become entrepreneurs, but they're struggling to do so. And the biggest common problem that they have is that they can't find success in a side hustle, and they keep switching business models, and they have shiny object syndrome and all of that. And so they found out that, since step 3 is to learn about how to solve that problem, they find out that young men look for the easy dropshipping side hustle, but the best entrepreneurs say that mindset and doing work that you love is actually more important than that. Like, for example, Sam Ovens, Alex Hormozi, and Charlie Morgan, and also William Brown. So you could see that I mentioned those like four entrepreneurs among other ones very frequently. And so as a result, they sell one-to-one personalized help. And if you couldn't tell, this is me, right? And I can cover this fourth step, this step right here, and all the other steps in much more detail. And I can cover exactly how you know which step that you're in right now. All of that. I have a bunch of thoughts on that. I have a bunch of suggestions for that. But they're actually really, really simple, and these steps aren't complicated at all. And you're not going to have any insane competition unlike other scammy business models like dropshipping and stuff, because your business is only about your own thing that you actually care about. Like, since it's about helping a group of people that you actually genuinely care about, like you actually care about the business model, so the competition doesn't really matter at all. Because even if a bunch of people are doing the same thing as you, right, so they're making YouTube videos about the same topic and they're also selling like personalized help and stuff like that, you will work so much harder than them because you actually care about your work and you're not just doing it for the money. And this is becoming the most popular business model for beginners right now. Like, I literally see small channels like mine pop up on YouTube every single day, and it is because there is a rapidly growing social media, rapidly growing platform by this Sam Ovens entrepreneur who, like, he used to have a course called consulting.com where he sold like a product for like $5,000 or something. He used to have like masterminds and stuff like that, but now he just has a social media that he's growing called School, where you can have like a paid community that people pay to join and like you learn on that. It's called School, Skool. So School with a K instead of a CH. A lot of people are taking advantage of that platform because it just makes everything so much easier. And that's why I literally see small channels like mine pop up on YouTube every single day, right? So like when I open up my phone and I go to the YouTube app, because like you can't really block like the home feed on YouTube like on my computer. You can kind of block it, but on my phone, I see the home feed every single day. And even just like in the little bit of scrolling that I do, just like I just kind of scroll a little bit before I do what I'm actually on YouTube to do. I literally see a bunch of small channels just like mine, and I like click on the video and I watch it. It's basically just like what I'm doing. And I see those channels pop up on YouTube every single day, and that's why I suggest this business model is so good, because so many people are already making so much money online with this. And it's not like the more people that hop onto this business model, it's not like that's going to saturate the market or like people are going to make less from that. Like, I'm not going to make less money if more people hop on this business model. It's just a win-win for everybody. It just helps everybody out. But like, you're probably thinking, you know, okay, I understand, but how do I get my product offer? Like, how do I get this fourth step thing, the solution to that problem, whatever it could be? So it could be a course, it could be more personalized help, it could be like one-to-one calls, it could be texting, it could be setting out a game plan of like exactly what steps they should be following, all of that. How do I get that in front of my target audience, right? So how do I get that in front of the people from step one? So you can see that I'm referencing these steps a lot just because I base everything that I teach on how to start making money online off of this simple four-step framework. And what you really need to do is that you need to talk about your topic/niche on a YouTube channel. And trust me, it's just going to be a small YouTube channel just like this one is, because you don't actually need that many subscribers at all to start getting sales from your YouTube channel. So your YouTube channel is just going to bring a bunch of eyeballs to see your channel and to see like that you exist and that you have a course for sale, or like you have personalized help for sale, you have coaching for sale. And YouTube, what YouTube is going to do is that it's going to push out your videos to your target audience for you. And you're just going to make raw, unedited, or lightly edited videos where you give advice to your ideal audience. So the people from step one, once again, over here, identify a group of people that you genuinely care about, those people. You just talk to the camera about the issues that they're facing and the solutions that you've learned from step number 3, right? So the phase where you learned about how to solve that problem, you're just going to want to talk about that, and you're just going to want to solve that problem or those problems that they're facing. And you can also try out what you've learned, and you can talk about your own experiences that you've had in your videos as well, right? So like, personalize it, make it yours, tell stories. Like, try, if you, let's say for example that you have a fitness channel, and during like your research you found out like the keto diet is actually the best diet if you want to like lose fat or something. So let's say that you make a video and you're like, you know, I tried the keto diet for 7 days, I tried it for 14 days, and here's what happened. And a lot of people are going to click on that who want to lose fat, because you're saving them 7 days or like 14 days of having to try out the entire diet on their own, and they just get to see the results for you. So like try out your research if you can, and talk about your own stories and your own situations, and just talk to the camera about your own personal experiences and all of your personal stuff regarding that topic. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Once again, join the Discord server, a bunch of valuable stuff in there. And yeah, if the entrepreneur lifestyle is super attractive to you, you love to start making money online. You love the idea of, being able to retire your parents and all of that stuff, and being able to like actually see like their proud faces, like seeing how they're so proud of you, and being able to like buy the more expensive stuff at the grocery store, all of that, all the benefits of having that entrepreneur lifestyle and making money online, then be sure to click the second link in the description down below. I promise it will change your life. Just check it out for like a minute or two. And if you don't like it, if it's not for you, then you can always just click off and forget I ever mentioned that link. And so yeah, thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon.